Hi, friend. It's Matt Potratz back with you again. I'm amazed how quickly the summer's passed, and it's like fall's in the air already. It won't be long, and we'll be singing Christmas carols. This week as I was reading some materials on improving the quality of our lives, it started to get complex and quote unquote deep, as we often call it, and I lost interest in the article. I began to think to myself, yes, life is complex sometimes, yet it's also simple. I remind myself often to get back to the basics. If we want to succeed as a parent, we first and foremost need to express love to our children and create an atmosphere of love in our homes. To a child, love equals time. It's not complex, it's that simple. If we spend quality time investing in our children, they'll feel loved. And if they feel loved, they'll feel empowered to live well. Dads, I want to take a minute to speak directly to you on the simplicity of fathering. I read a book last year by well-known and respected author and speaker John Eldredge called You Have What It Takes, What Every Father Needs to Know. In the book, he lays out the fundamentals of being a father. He tells us that the message that every boy needs to hear from their father, spoken 1,000 different ways, is, you have what it takes. And the message that every little girl needs to hear from their father, spoken 1,000 different ways, is, you are lovely. And if those messages aren't spoken, they will search for their entire life to hear it. Many young women search for the answer to that question, am I lovely, in all the wrong places. And countless young men are racing around the world trying to feel like a man, searching for the answer to that question, do I have what it takes? I'm sure we've all watched those realities lived out in front of us. They're such ground level, fundamental principles, and oh so crucial. It made me reflect on my own life a bit and think, wow, that's part of the reason me and my two brothers and my sister have all found a fair amount of success in life. My dad is actually a man of few words, but he has transmitted those messages to us so many different ways throughout our entire lives. My sister knows she is lovely, and me and my brothers believe deep down that we have what it takes. And those fundamentals made all the difference. Fundamentals are the essentials in nearly every area of life. Your marriage, your job, your family, sports, hobbies, and anything else we do require a basic set of fundamentals. Even the simplicity of a well-balanced diet is essential to our health. Looking back on my time as a sales manager, leading a crew of a dozen Toyota car salespeople, those who were consistently successful were those who were the most fundamentally sound. Their success was grounded in the basics of showing up to work on time, organizing their day in writing in their day planner, making their follow-up phone calls, and following through with every commitment they made to their customers. They were aware of the essentials that were required in order for them to make a living. They had no base wage. They were working for free unless they sold cars. Sure, it took talent and ability, but it wasn't complex. It was simple. We always joke that sales is the hardest easy job there is. Many of you are familiar with the late Vince Lombardi, one of the most famous and successful football coaches in NFL history. He was adamant about fundamentals. Vince once said, excellency is achieved by the mastery of fundamentals. And Vince was right. In fact, he was 5 NFL championships right. Here's my challenge to you this week. If you're struggling with your marriage, focus there. If you're struggling with your kids, focus there. If you're facing difficulty or not where you want to be on the job, put your effort there. But identify 5 fundamentals that will make you successful in that area of your life. Then rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5 on each of those fundamentals. If you're a 1, how do you get to a 2? If you're a 4, can you raise it to an honest 5? Identify the essentials, then make a game plan to arrive at them. Then execute that plan. Is it simple? Yes. Will it be easy? No. But is it worth it? Absolutely.